Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is WireDogSec back with another video for you guys. Today's video, we are on the TryHackMe Cybersecurity 101 learning path. This is the Start Your Cybersecurity Journey module, and this is the Search Skills Room. Learn to efficiently search the internet and use specialized search engines and technical docs. Now, let's go ahead and dive into it. Hopefully, you're all having an awesome day today. Task 1, Introduction. A quick Google search for Learn Cybersecurity returned around 600 million hits, while a search for Learn Hacking returned more than double that number. The number might have grown even further when you go through this room. We are surrounded by information. Do you prefer to surrender in the face of information overload and accept the first few results you get, or do you like to acquire the necessary search skills to find and access what you are looking for? This room aims to help you with the latter. Learning objectives. The goal of this room is to teach, evaluate information sources, use search engines efficiently, explore specialized search engines, read technical documentation, make use of social media, check news outlets, check how many results you get when searching for Learn Hacking. At the time of writing, we got 1.5 billion results when searching on Google. So let's go ahead and see that. As you can see here, I typed in Learn Hacking and let's check the results. You have to click Tools over here, otherwise you won't be able to see it. And if I scroll over a little bit, it says 892 million results returned. So there you go. Task number 2, evaluation of search results. Let's see what they say here. On the internet, everyone can publish their writings. It can be in the form of blog posts, articles, or social media posts. It can even be in more subtle ways, such as by editing a public wiki page. This ability makes it possible for anyone to voice their unfounded claims. Everyone can express their opinion about best cybersecurity practices, future programming trends, and how to best prepare for a DevSecOps interview. It is our job as readers to evaluate the information. We will mention a few things to consider when evaluating information source. Identify the author or organization publishing the information. Consider whether they are reputable and authoritative on the subject matter. Publishing a blog post does not make one an authority on the subject. Evidence and reasoning. Check whether the claims are backed by credible evidence and logical reasoning. We are seeking hard facts and solid arguments, objectivity, and bias. Evaluate whether the information is presented impartially and rationally, reflecting multiple perspectives. We are not interested in authors pushing shady agendas, whether to promote a product or attack a rival. Corroboration and consistency. Validate the presented information by corroboration from multiple independent sources. Check whether multiple reliable and reputable sources agree on central claims. And that's absolutely correct. I always tell people to do their own research on things they see online, especially on social media. There's a lot of people out there that just like to spread misinformation, a bunch of nonsense and stuff like that. So I highly recommend always double checking things, especially on social media. Also, with the AI chatbots, okay? They're not 100% correct all the time, and you need to check multiple sources. Let's continue on. What do you call a cryptographic method or product considered bogus or fraudulent? What is the name of the command replacing netstat in Linux systems? Cryptographic method or product considered bogus or fraudulent? All right, so let's go ahead and click the hint here. That's what they're looking for. All right, I guess we're gonna have to just Google this sentence here. So let's go ahead and do that. Copy and paste. Probably something simple. I can't remember. And let's see here. Did I put this in there? Of course, it didn't clear all that out. So let's try this again. And let's see here. Okay, snake oil. All right, okay. Yeah, I should have known that one. Actually, I do know what it is. I just never heard it phrased that way. But okay. What is the name of the command replacing netstat in Linux systems? So let's see here. Let's check that out. Netstat replacement command. Let's see if that comes up with anything. SS. So there we go. Awesome. And let's see, task number 3, search engines. Every one of us has used an internet search engine. However, not everyone has tried to harness the full power of a search engine. Almost every internet search engine allows you to carry out advanced searches. Consider the following examples, Google being DuckDuckGo. So click on these if you want to learn more about this stuff here, these different search engines. I mainly just use Google, right? Let's consider the search operators supported by Google. Exact phrase. Double quotes indicate that you are looking for pages with the exact word or phrase. For example, one might search for passive reconnaissance to get pages with this exact phrase, site, then colon. This operator lets you specify the domain name to which you want to limit your search. For example, we can search for success stories on TryHackMe using the site, colon, tryhackme.com, success stories. The dash or hyphen. The minus sign allows you to omit search results that contain a particular word or phrase. For example, you might be interested in learning about the pyramids, but you don't want to view tourism websites. One approach is to search for pyramids, minus sign tourism, or minus sign tourism pyramids. File type, colon. This search operator is indispensable for finding files instead of web pages. Some of the files types you can search for using Google are portable document format, which is PDF, Microsoft Word document doc, Microsoft Excel spreadsheet XLS, and Microsoft PowerPoint presentation PPT. For example, to find cybersecurity presentations, try searching for file type PPT and cybersecurity. You can check more advanced controls in various search engines in this advanced search operators list, so check that out if you're interested. However, the above gives or provides a good starting point. Check your favorite search engine for the supported search operators. Now, in regards to this, you can look up something called Google Dorking, right? You're going to utilize various different things such as this in Google search engine to find or hopefully find some juicy information, juicy files on target organizations or whoever you're targeting, perhaps. How would you limit the Google search to PDF files containing the terms cyber warfare report? So we're looking for PDFs, right? And you can do file type here, right? So you're just going to need to replace that PPT with PDF. So we do that PDF, and then it said cyber warfare report. So we go ahead and do that like so. That should be it. What phrase does the Linux command SS stand for? And we're gonna have it pulled up here. So let's see here. Let's just Google it. What is S in Linux? So let's see what they say. Socket statistics. I don't know if that was there before, if I just overlooked it, but here's the answer there. So let's go ahead and copy and paste this over. Like so. Also, if we want to do what they're saying here, right, the Google dorking or just using the search operators in Google, file type, PDF cyber warfare report, you can scroll down and you can see several things mentioning that information that you plugged in there, right? See PDF, stuff like that. You can also change that to like doc, like they said, right? You can use this to search for like passwords, credentials, potentially sensitive information from targeted organizations and such. And maybe you'll get lucky and find something juicy. Let's go ahead and continue on to task number 4, specialized search engines. And let's see what they're talking about here. You are familiar with internet search engines. However, how much are you familiar with specialized search engines? By that, we refer to search engines used to find specific types of results. Shodan. Shodan is well known. Let's start with Shodan, a search engine for devices connected to the internet. It allows you to search for specific types and versions of servers, networking equipment, industrial control systems, and IoT devices. You may want to search or see how many servers are still running Apache 2.4.1 and the distribution across countries. To find the answer, we can search for Apache 2.4.1, which will return the list of servers with the string Apache 2.1.4 as their headers, and you can see that here. And they had actually blinked this out. So I'm not sure. You could try this on your own. I don't want to go to this and accidentally show something that I'm not supposed to be showing on here. So, but that's what it looks like on Shodan. And let's see. Consider visiting Shodan search query examples for more examples. Furthermore, you can check Shodan trends for historical insights if you have a subscription. Census. At first glance, Census appears similar to Shodan. However, Shodan focuses on internet-connected devices and systems such as servers, routers, webcams, and IoT devices. Census, on the other hand, focuses on internet-connected hosts websites, certificates, and other internet assets. Some of its use cases include enumerating domains in use, auditing open ports and services, and discovering rogue assets within a network. You might want to check Census search use cases, so check that out if you're interested. So just to make this a little bit bigger, and this is what the format looks like, right, or the interface looks like, right? So actually, let's just go over and just try to go to one of a couple of these sites real quick. So why doesn't it let me delete this? That's weird. Okay, Shodan. So just go to Shodan, right? This is what it looks like, and you just go in basically and just type in whatever you're looking for, like google.com or something, right? Google.com, and then it should pull up some stuff, or you can type in the Apache stuff that as they were saying, and then census. So this can come in handy when you're doing like OSINT reconnaissance on a particular target, try to find out some additional information and stuff like that, right? Census stuff here, and looks like you may need to log in. I haven't used Census very much, but let's go ahead and continue on. You got Virus Total here. Virus Total is an online website that provides a virus scanning service for files using multiple antivirus engines. It allows users to upload files or provide URLs to scan them against numerous antivirus engines and website scanners in a single operation. They can even input file hashes to check the results of previously uploaded files. The screenshot below shows the result of checking the submitted file against 67 antivirus engines. Furthermore, one can check the community's comments for more insights. Occasionally, a file might be flagged as a virus or a Trojan. However, this might not be accurate for various reasons, and that's when the community members can provide more in-depth explanation. That's absolutely true. I've used VirusTitle countless times. Use it probably on a daily basis almost at work. And a lot of times you'll see someone upload a file and you'll see stuff like this, so you get flagged like crazy. But then if you go over to the community section here and read the comments, you can find more information like, hey, this isn't a malicious file, this isn't malware, blah, 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 right? So let's just navigate to VirusTotal real quick. You'll probably use this in your career at some point if you haven't used it already. Go to VirusTotal, and you can plug it in. See, it allows you to upload files, URLs. You can search as well. You can search for like file hashes, stuff like that. So if you go to URL and just type in something like, let's say google.com, right? Go in and it'll do its search. It'll also scan websites as well if you plug in the URLs. And you go to community, see, it has 1.3K there. You see all kinds of stuff here, and you can see the voting stuff. Sometimes there's comments in here, as you can see there. See, that's what it looks like. Let's go ahead and continue on. Have I been pwned, which is also well known. Have I been pwned, aka HIBP, does one thing. It tells you if an email address has appeared in a leaked data breach. Finding one's email within leaked data indicates or linked private information and, more importantly, passwords. Many users use the same password across multiple platforms, which is bad. Do not do that, please. If one platform is breached, their password on other platforms is also exposed. Indeed, passwords are usually stored in encrypted format. However, many passwords are not that complex and can be recovered using a variety of attacks. So if you go over to Have I Been Pwned, right there, you can go into the site and you can go in and check for your own email addresses, right? So if you're given like a security brief for like security awareness, stuff like that, you can, hey, tell your customers, your clients, your internal customers, employees or whatever, tell them about the site. Say, hey, plug in your email address to see if anything comes back, and if it has, then may need to update your passwords, right? And don't use your same password on multiple different platforms, as it stated here, right? Use the password manager if possible. What is the top country with light HTTPD servers? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm assuming we're going to have to use Shodan. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go back into Shodan, like so. Search engine and plug this in. So let's go ahead and check and see what comes back. All right. So once it's top country, the United States, of course. Of course. So United States. There we go. What does Bitdefender FileX detect with the file hash? So let's go ahead and copy this. I'm going to plug this into VirusTotal. So, and remember I said you can use that search function in here. So that's what we're going to do. Go to click on search here, and then we're going to paste that in there like so. And it says Bitdefender. It says Android Riskware Agent LHH. So let's go ahead and copy this out. And let's see if it just lets me copy and paste out of there. Awesome. So there we go. Task number 5, vulnerabilities and exploits. So let's see what they have here. CVE. We can think of common vulnerabilities and exposures. CVE, programmed as a dictionary of vulnerabilities, it provides a standardized identifier for vulnerabilities and security issues in software and hardware products. Each vulnerability is assigned a CVE ID with a standardized format like CVE-2024-29988. This unique identifier, CVE ID, ensures that everyone from security researchers to vendors and IT professionals is referring to the same vulnerability, CVE 2024-29988 in this case. The monitor corporation maintains the CVE system. For more information and to search for existing CVEs, visit the CVE program website. Alternatively, visit the National Vulnerability Database (NVD) website. The website or the screenshot below shows CVE 2019-0160, also known as Heartbleed. So if you go ahead and click on the screen here, you can see information about this particular CVE. Right, pretty much straightforward. Exploit database, also known as exploit DB. There are many reasons why you should want to exploit a vulnerable application. One would be assessing a company's security as part of its red team. Needless to say, we should not try to exploit a vulnerable system unless we are given permission, usually via a legally binding agreement. Now that we have permission to exploit a vulnerable system, we might need to find a working exploit code. One resource is exploitDB or exploit database. The exploit database lists exploit codes from various authors. Some of these exploit codes are tested and marked as verified. So if we take a look at the screenshot here, we can see that here. All right. And GitHub, a web-based platform for software development, can contain many tools related to CVEs, along with proof of concept, which is POC for short, and exploit codes. To demonstrate this idea, check the screenshot below of search results on GitHub that are related to Heartbleed vulnerability. You can see that here. Now, you have to be careful on GitHub because anyone could just put whatever on GitHub, all right? That's why learning how to read code, at least at a basic level, comes in handy because if you download something from GitHub or from some other third-party website, and you end up running it, you could backdoor your system, launch some kind of malware, some kind of virus on your own system, right? Infect your own machine if you're not careful. What utility does CVE 2024-3094 refer to? All right, so let's go ahead and search for that. All right, now you could just put this in Google as well, right? So let's just do that real quick. CVE 2024, and see it popped up the NVD stuff here and the MITRE stuff down here. Now, what utility does this refer to? And it says tarballs of XZ, so that looks like that's going to be the answer here. Awesome. Task number 6, technical documentation. All right, remember y'all, Google is your friend. Get your Google foo skills up and running, up in order, all right? Because you're going to be using them throughout your career. Task number 6, technical documentation. One vital skill to acquire is to look up official documentation. We will cover a few examples of official documentation pages, Linux manual pages. Long before the internet was everywhere, how would you get help using a command in Linux or Unix-like system? The answer would be checking the manual page. Man page for short on Linux and every Unix-like system. Each command is expected to have a man page. In fact, man pages also exist for system calls, library functions, and even configuration files. Let's say we want to check the manual page for the command IP. We issue the command man IP. The screenshot below shows the page we received. You might want to start the attack box and run man IP on the terminal and press Q to quit. So this is what it's supposed to look like here. All right, so since we already got the attack box fired up, let's go ahead and open up a terminal like so, and then let's go ahead and let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Oop, I'm gonna click no. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to clear this out, and then they want us to do man IP. So you can see all kinds of information in here. All right, scroll down, stuff like that, and let's go ahead and hit Q to quit, and let me make this a little bit smaller. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and clear all this stuff out. But that's what the man page does, okay? And let me just expand that real quick. So let's see, if you prefer to read the man page of IP in your browser, just type man IP in your favorite search engine. This page might be at the top of the search results. The attack box, so go ahead and try that out and see what comes back. The attack box is a Linux system accessible from your browser. Click on start attack box button, blah, blah, blah. You can show it again by clicking the blues. Okay, we've already done that here. Microsoft Windows. Microsoft provides an official technical documentation page for its products. The screenshot below shows the search results of the command IP config. So that's what it looks like on the Microsoft website. Product documentation. Every popular product is expected to have well-organized documentation. This documentation provides an official and reliable source information about the product features and function. Examples include Snort official documentation, Apache HTTP server documentation, PHP documentation, and Node.js documentation. So if you go ahead and check those out, you'll see what they're talking about here. All right, and let's see. Let me minimize this. So if you just go to, let's do Snort official documentation, and let's see what comes up here. If I can spell official correctly. So click on this. You can see stuff like this, detailed things in here, right? So you can go in, you can click around and stuff. Real writing guide. So, yep, see, it's got everything in here. Sometimes they have it in like a wiki format and stuff like that to look around in, but you get the gist of it, right? And let's see. It is always rewarding to check the official documentation as it is the most up-to-date and offers the most complete product information. What does the command cat stand for? And let's go ahead and see what that stands for. I'm sure they want us to use the man page for it, right? So if we do man, the cat, and concatenate, there we go. That's what it stands for. So copy and paste. What is the netstat parameter in Microsoft Windows that displays the executable associated with each active connection and listening port? So go ahead and minimize that, and you can pretty much just Google that netstat parameter. Okay, let's try this again. So Windows says list each active connection. Okay, there we go. So this is one you can go to here, or you can just do it on your own Windows box. So if you go ahead and look at this, gosh, so many cookie stuff in there. So you'll go in and take a look at the official documentation here, and you can read through this stuff here. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Be sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Once you subscribe, be sure to hit that notification bell. All right, so you know every time I post a new video. As you can see here, most people that view my videos, view my channel, are not subscribed. Now, if you do subscribe, it will help me get into the YouTube algorithm so that we can continue to grow our glorious community here. As always, thank you all for taking the time to watch. Have a nice day and enjoy the video. Okay, looks like dash B is going to be our answer here. So if you read through the description, it says displays the executable involved in creating each connection or listening port. In some cases, well-known executables, host, yada, yada, yada. You can see the rest there. You get the gist of it, right? Read the documentation if you're unfamiliar with whatever tool or command you have questions about. Remember, Google is your friend, okay? Task number 7, social media. Let's see what they have here. There are billions of users registered on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, also known as X, and LinkedIn. We expect you to be familiar with popular platforms. However, if you are aware of any platform you are not familiar with, we recommend that you check it out and learn about it. Ideally, one would want to explore a platform without creating an account. However, this severely limits your experience. That's definitely true. Instead, one recommendation is to use a temporary email address or throwaway email address to discover these platforms without linking them to your real email address, i.e. making like a sock puppet account. Once done, you can terminate the account and associated email addresses. One reason for not using your primary account is that you don't want your contacts to start connecting with you there when you are only temporarily exploring the platform. Mastodon is another platform out there you can check out. The power of social media is that it allows you to with companies and people you are interested in. Furthermore, social media offers a wealth of information for cybersecurity professionals, whether they are searching for people or technical information. Why is searching for people important, you ask? When protecting a company, you should ensure that the people you protect are not oversharing on social media. For instance, their social media might give away the answer to their secret questions, such as what school did you go to as a child? Such information might allow adversaries to reset their passwords and take over their accounts effortlessly. That's exactly right, do an OSINT. Social media is a good place of OSINT, which is open source intelligence. Furthermore, as a cybersecurity professional, you want to stay updated with new cybersecurity trends, technologies, and products. Following the proper channels and groups can provide a suitable environment for growing your technical expertise. Right, this is why you guys are following my channel, right? Anyway, let's continue. Besides staying updated via social media channels and groups, we should mention news outlets. Hundreds of news websites would offer valuable cybersecurity related news. Try different ones and stick with the ones you like the most. The ones I like the most, like bleepingcomputer.com, security-affairs.co, data breach. I think that's what it's called, Data Breach Today. Yeah, Data Breach Today, and then Dark Reading is also a good one out there. Those are particularly the main ones I take a look at. Oh, and the hackernews.com. You are hired to evaluate the security of a particular company. What is a popular social media website you would use to learn about the technical background of one of the employees? Well, of course, you're going to use LinkedIn for that. And continuing with previous scenario, well, you're going to use LinkedIn, right? Because LinkedIn is like an online resume type of website, right? It's a professional website. It's like a professional version of like Facebook. So when you get on there, a lot of times you're going to see where people have worked, where they have worked. You're going to see information about their job positions, and then in those job positions, you can probably see what they were responsible for, and inside of that, you can potentially see what kind of tools, technology, and stuff had they had used at that particular organization, etc. And let's see. Continuing with the previous scenario, you are trying to find the answer to the secret question. Which school did you go to as a child? What social media website would you consider checking to find the answer to such a secret question? Well, that's going to be Facebook, because people like to post anything and everything on there. And task number 8, conclusion. This room focused on the most common sources of information for cybersecurity professionals. There are plenty more. As the information landscape keeps changing, it is impossible to cover all these sources. However, by subscribing to relevant cybersecurity groups, one can stay ahead and be aware whenever new interesting sources arrive. That's right. If you follow these other resources, these news stations, these top influencers, these other YouTube channels out there, especially mine, follow my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit it already, and like button if you're liking this video. Okay. Ensure you have noted the various search engines and resources mentioned in this room, as they will be convenient in any cybersecurity path you follow. That's right. That is absolutely true. You're going to come across stuff you don't know about, and you're going to have to do some Google foo on it. You're going to have to ask AI chatbot perhaps. You have to redo documentation, ask somebody, right? Figure out a way to find a potential solution or solutions to the issue that you're having. And hit the complete. We are finished with this room. If it's let me click it. All right. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, you want to continue to follow me along in my journey. Hopefully this information helps you guys out in your endeavors. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Have a nice day, and I will see you later.